tuned to Guyana Today on a fabulous Friday morning. Moving on with the lighter side of things, I've got in studio with me Mr. Christian Sobers, no stranger to television, no stranger to the entertainment industry here in Guyana. We're going to be talking about Music Unlimited. Good morning, season's greetings.
Same to you, man.
It's good to see you.
Good to see you as well, and good to be here. Good morning, Guyana.
Great. So we're talking about Music Unlimited. I was telling you that I thought it was a new school. You're telling me you guys have been around for 10 years. You're celebrating 10 years this year.
Yeah.
How proud are you?
Man, it's been a journey, and I'm excited. We're excited for the things that we've been able to accomplish, the networking that we've made over the years, and the students, man. We've taught over 500 students.
Wow.
Yeah, in our time.
Yeah. Coming out of the pandemic, I wonder, how did you guys function in the pandemic? Let's talk about that first before we even go anywhere. The past 2 years, difficult not just for, the ordinary man at home, but I'm sure it would have probably affected the way you function.
Definitely. The pandemic was a time, and I think for everybody, but for us, we downsized. That's what we had to do, and it was functional for us to do that at the time. We started offering online sessions, so sessions with a remote component. We even had tutors that were teaching internationally. We had some teachers that were stuck over in other countries, like in the US, and they just zoomed in, or we did Google Classrooms, and we really were able to expand in a different way, because sometimes you don't expect that. But we actually started to get students in Alaska. We had students. I had a student in Ethiopia as well. So the remote sessions opened up a lot of things. We pushed our social media, our YouTube, our following grew there. So it was an interesting time, but it was also a time to kind of reevaluate. And now that things are opening up again, and with everything that's happening in Ghana, it's been really like a space shuttle, just shooting up. Just everything is up.
And definitely, and I'm really, really happy that you guys are really taking off now. Obviously, you mentioned, Father, you had to downsize, but opening up means that greater opportunities, more opportunities for you.
Exactly.
Let's talk a little bit about, you mentioned students in Alaska and Ethiopia, which means that you got some international students on board as well.
That's right.
But how does the program work? How does the school function in terms of entry requirements? What do people need to do to be able to get involved in the Music Unlimited program?
Absolutely. So our program, registration's online. You can visit our website. It's Music Unlimited GY, and that's across all of our social media platforms. You register, and then what we do is we book in a session evaluation. We always evaluate our students, whether they're beginners or if they've been playing for a little while. And the reason we do that is that our program is student specific. That means that we actually build our music program to fit our students' needs. For instance, we have some students that love karaoke, and we'll build your vocal program for karaoke. You'll still be able to get into studio and do that kind of stuff, but if you just want to be a karaoke singer, we'll teach you those things. We'll teach you how you can learn lyrics faster and get those melodies for songs. For instrumentation, it's the same thing, and that way we're able to get students excited. One of the things for us is, as much as our tutors, our teachers will introduce music to students, like songs, our students come with their songs. What is it that you want to learn? So if you love rock and roll, we'll teach you rock and roll. And then we'll infuse that with a little bit of jazz and a little bit of other things, so that you are still getting that musical appreciation. And we start with kids from as young as 3 years old. We've got some super young kids, and we've got them in little play group programs, and they perform. Another thing about a program is that it's very practical, in that it's very performance based. So almost all of our students will perform at some time in their tenure with us, because you learn it and then you perform it. That's how you get to test it, to see if it's been working, see if you've been doing the right things.
That sounds really, really fascinating, because I was just about to ask if, for somebody, let's say like me, who has no musical background whatsoever, you're talking about reading music and all that, can I be a part of the program? Can I be able to register? But you mentioned obviously that there are things there that would be able to target that particular aspect as well.
Absolutely. We start young, very young, but we have some very mature students. I have a 70-year-old student that we've been teaching for a little while, and we have multiple of those types of students. Additionally, our program is accredited and certified. So we're ABRSM certified.
Great.
That is from the Royal College of Music in London. So we certify for that examination, which is a standardized music exam that's recognized around the world. We also provide Berklee College of Music programs as well. And we're expanding into some other things, like music production programs, sound engineering programs in the new year as well, because we're not just interested in just instrumentation, but we're interested in music as a broad spectrum. So for instance, we're looking to do a program for DJs. If you want to be a DJ, we'll teach you how to be a DJ, how to be a proper DJ, but also with an engineering and an audio and a lights aspect to that as well.
Beautiful.
So it's the entire spectrum of music.
Sounds fascinating.
And entertainment.
Sounds really, really fascinating. I'm now turning to, because you mentioned it's not just music, you mentioned entertainment. What other aspects are covered by your school as well?
So one of the things that we've really been able to benefit from in the last 2 years is how this current government, the president and Minister Ramsden, how they've worked together to support the entertainment industry. Some of the performers that you're going to see today are actually winners of the Ministry of Culture's Guyana Talent Search 2020.
Wow.
And they've been afforded, them and those that were a part of that competition, have been afforded multiple opportunities, government-funded opportunities, to perform, to do training, to interface with artists from around the world.
Wow.
And as a studio, we've benefited from those collaborations as well, because the government has been engaging music entities and providing platforms and opportunities for more of our students to do things. More consulting on programs and building shows with a very live component as well. So students have been able to benefit from all of the training programs that they've been doing. But then additionally, because of the government spearheading that, other entities in Guyana have been opening up. We've got a really good collaboration with Movietown and with Giftland Mall, where we have performers that are there literally every other weekend performing live.
Awesome.
And,
Great.
Yeah.
Before we head into the performance, one question, and then I'll give you an opportunity to introduce the performance. The length of the program. Persons may want to know how long do they need to study for to be able to gain that certification.
You know, I always tell people, when you go to university, you study minimum 2 to 4 years. It's the same thing with any instrumentation. For you to become a competent, comfortable musician, I would say spend no less than a year in a program. After a year, you'll be able to play a couple of songs that you love. You'll have a good knowledge of chords and melodies, and you'll have a good basis to continue. And I'll tell you this, most people, after that first 8 months, they're like, hey, let's get the next 10 to 20 started. So, because that's what becomes exciting about it. Once you start doing it, you're like, hey, what's next? How can I take this to the next level? So yeah, but minimum a year. Put 12 months down, minimum, in any program, and you're going to start to see some results.
Awesome stuff. Well, we got some of your students here with us. I'm going to give you the opportunity to introduce them to us.
Awesome. So today you're going to be hearing from Askakia, Logan, Joel, Akeea, and also Jessica. They're going to be playing violin, guitar, piano, drums, and you're going to hear some vocals as well. So I hope you guys enjoy this one. This is something that's been arranged by them especially for you. Enjoy, Guyana. Happy holidays.
Ready.
Thought I found a way out,
all wheel and bow.
And I must say, good job, guys. But I'm gonna put you on the spot. I know we didn't plan to do this. I know Victor's probably looking at me like, "What are you doing?" But Jessica, I think Jessica is a violinist.
Yes.
All right, Jessica, how long have you been playing?
I've been playing violin since I was 9 years old, so I'd say about 9 years.
9.
Yep.
Wow, you enjoy playing that, huh?
I do, yeah.
I saw you got all into it.
Oh, yeah, totally.
Great, and we got Miss Bamfield. Is it right? But Miss Bamfield, you were doing some really, really good vocals. How long have you been singing?
For the past 9 years.
9 years.
Wow.
Wow. Right, and then I've got the drummer, who's also very diverse, a man who got many talents. That is it Valenski?
Yes, that's me. That's
Valenski. Yeah. How long have you been playing the drums?
Drum, possibly around 3 years, I guess. And
Wow.
well, I've been a vocalist for like a year and a half.
A year and a half.
Nice.
Wow. Listen, this school is really, really good. I should come in and enroll.
Definitely. And we've got our pianist.
Yeah, you did really, really good to me. And I saw you, massaging those keys very nicely. How long have you been playing?
I've been playing since I was 7, so that's about 6 years.
6
Wow.
years.
And we've got our
Nice.
guitarist as well.
Female guitarist.
Yes.
Yeah.
I've been playing since I was 8 to like 6 years.
Yeah.
Wow. Good job. Good
Awesome
job.
stuff. Listen, enjoy the pieces that you guys performed for us, and I'm sure the entire country did as well. And Christian and the team there at Music Unlimited did their thing as well. I'm sure you can check them out on Facebook on their Instagram pages. So, just in case you want to learn, like me, you want to learn to sing or play some instrument, you got to check out Music Unlimited. Thanks again, guys.
Thanks for having us.
For having us.
Awesome.
Awesome. I can teach you to sing,
Yeah.
We can sing, "We wish you a Merry Christmas.